welcome to Yarn Tales by the Sea. I'm Kellyanne and this podcast comes to you from the southeast coast of the United Kingdom. This is predominantly a knitting and crochet podcast. So first of all, I shall do all the admin stuff. I am currently involved in 2 make-alongs. The first one I'm co-hosting with the delectable Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn. It's the Ocean Mail, and basically it's anything to do with the sea or ocean. So, you know, it's not just blues and greys, it's anything, you know, like from coral colours, fish colours, deck chair colours, sand colours, seashells, even the name of the yarn. You know, if you can convince us that it's connected with the ocean theme, you're in. So, you know, if you follow or subscribe to both of our podcasts, and you can double dips, so that's great. And we both have groups on Ravelry. Everything I am talking about will go down in the description box. Yes, so we give prizes quarterly, so we just have 1 quarter left to go now, which will be at the end of December. We both give 2 prizes. One is a physical prize and the second is a pattern from Ravelry up to was it $10 US, that's it. Yes. So yeah, so and there's been some absolutely amazing makes. The last quarter's 2 winners have both claimed their prizes, so yeah, it's always lovely when that happens, you know, so that we don't have to redraw, so that's great. The only caveats is that you have to subscribe to our channels if you want to partake. So yeah, it's easy as that, so easy. And the second one I'm running is a hat make-along, which actually finishes at the end of this month, of being November. So you have up to I can't remember if it's 30 or 31 days actually this month. Oh, well, anyway, you have up until midnight on the last day of November to send me a picture of your made hat. So all you have to do is just email me with your photo at yarntalesbythesea.com. No. yarntalesbythesea@gmail.com. Just send me a photo and I'll automatically enter you into the draw. And again, I will be giving two prizes away, 1 physical and 1 Ravelry pattern of your choice. So yeah, all good stuff. So yeah, I've had quite a few entries on the hat mail, so that will be a nice little video that will be going up. So I'm going to do all that separate. It will go up as a separate video, the winners and everybody's entries. So yeah, all good. So what else? Oh yeah, one more advert. So I've been emailing with the delectable Leslie from Not Quite Enough Yarn. Do you know, she ought to pay me for all the amount of times I mention her podcast. Yeah, so yeah, we've been in discussion and we are going to be running another make-along next year. I won't give any information now because it's too early, and you know, we're still sort of hashing it out a bit. So yes, so watch this space towards the end of December, I should imagine, and we'll probably do a joint announcement like we did for this one. So yeah, all good. So before I get into my makes and whips, I just want to say the reason why I have been away from YouTube for a few weeks. Actually, it's basically across all social media. I've been a little bit on Facebook, but not much. Basically, I was working up until sort of the end of March, and stopped working just a little bit just after the first lockdown, and I've only actually been out the house since then 4 times. Yep, you heard right. 4 times. Nobody's fault but my own. I just, just trying to do the right thing and stay away. And I do have underlying health issues. I mean, nothing major, but Colin didn't want me doing the shopping and all that, so he does all that. So I basically just stayed in the house, and I think I've just gone a little bit stir crazy, to be honest with you. I'm not one for really suffering with depression, but I do get the seasonal affect disorder every winter, and I just think, I'm talking about the elephant in the room. Nobody likes talking about, but I don't care. I'll talk about it, and yeah, it's affected my mental health. Not to the point that I was, go and do lally or anything. It's just that I just found it hard to do anything. Just the thought of doing anything was just completely overwhelming me. I'm so used to being an active person. I used to do a lot of walking, all my drumming. For those that don't know, I belong to a drum troupe, and we used to perform at all sorts of events, and of course that's all stopped. And I'm a social person, and to sit in the house all day, every day on my own was, it's just too much. And yeah, it just got to the point I wasn't even getting out of bed. I was just laying in bed, whether I'd be reading or crafting. And then it got to the point I wasn't even really crafting that much, and I thought, this has got to stop. It's like wallowing in your own misery, isn't it? So yeah, I've kicked myself up my backside, and yeah, just get on with it. At the end of the day, I'm sure that there's many people out there that are feeling the same way as I am. It is a difficult situation, and you know, what can you do about it? It is what it is, and I suppose we just have to make the best of it, and that's what I'm going to do. So I have decided that today's podcast, because it is late and I normally podcast at the end of each month, I'm going to make this a bit of a shorter podcast. I'm not going to show you everything, and because otherwise I won't have too much to show on the next podcast. But starting from this week, I'm going to start doing a weekly podcast, but it's more like a vlog. I'll probably call it it will be a vlog. So I'll just talk about this and that, just be a short one, like 10 minutes a week or whatever, and maybe sit there doing a little bit of knitting or crocheting while I'm talking to you. So so I hope you forgive me for not being around. Like I said, I'm going to remedy it. I'm going to bring my Ravelry all up to date and make sure I start posting on Instagram more regularly. So again, thank you so much for all your comments, because I really do appreciate it, even though I didn't get round to answering any on the last podcast, because like I said, everything just overwhelmed me. So yeah. So without any more to do, let's get on with what you're here to see. So here we go. Right, so there's not too much on the finishes, sort of 2.5. So I finished Colin's scrappy Rose City rollers, or shorties, or whatever you want to call them. So these are just scraps, and he said he wanted a pair, so just to sort of wear indoors in his slippers or house shoes. I think, do you Americans call them house shoes? Is that correct? So yeah, so there's just an oddment of sock yarn that I've used on Colin's socks in the past, or apart from this one, I think I made myself socks on there. So it's basically, there's no ribbing, so you just go straight in on the knitting, which gives you that roll. I think I do about 18 rows, and then down to slip stitch heel. So basically it's just a short vanilla sock. So, and obviously I do the Kitchener finish. So yeah, because basically when I make things, I always like to put them on the podcast before they're used, and these have been finished for a few weeks, and he's been like, when can I have my socks? So he can have them now. There you go.
Thank you.
So, the other thing I finished is a virus shawl. I'm going to struggle to remember what I actually crocheted this in because I threw the ball band away. But it was from Hobby, the one in Denmark. It's their version of the, I can never say this right, sheep J's, well, Cotton Kings or something. I can't remember. Anyway, I pulled from the middle, and that's just not like me. The tab was in the middle, and I normally pull from the outside. And towards the end, I got a massive knotted tangle. It was just ridiculous. So I was a little bit upset because I wanted to finish off in the dark colour. But I don't know if it's back to front or right. I never know which way around. But yes, I'm really, really happy with it. I move it slowly because if you move things too quickly on the camera, it goes all blurry, doesn't it? So, because the reason I thought I'll do another virus shawl in it, because I've used thicker strands of yarn before, and things like Karen cakes and stuff like that, which to be honest I'm not a big fan of. And I wanted something to actually show the pattern up better, and I think this is done it really nice. But like I said, I'm a bit annoyed that I couldn't get more of the darker colour on, and I've not. It's not finished where it should have been really, but it looks absolutely fine. Colin really did have to help me on that because he was like really trying to like tug and on yarn wool, and I'd do like 6 stitches, then I'd have to wait while he tried to untangle a little bit. But yeah, we got there in the end. So just need to get out the house now so I can start wearing all this stuff, don't I? So I did actually go to Eastbourne. I think it was it last month, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, last month, which is a town about 20 miles away from me. Because I wanted to go to the range because I needed some crafting stuff, and it's a lot better, you know, cheaper and better. I can get the things I want in there where I can't in Hobbycraft. And I thought, oh yeah, we're going to have to go over in the works van because we don't have a car. And his boss was so lovely. They lent us the Audi TT, is it?
Audi TT.
Oh, Audi TT, like a really posh sports car with really nice red leather seats, and yeah, that was really nice. We went over the range, and then we came straight back to Hastings, and went to my daughter's restaurant. My daughter and their partner have their own restaurant, so we had dinner there. I did a little bit of mooching around in Hastings town centre. My daughter's restaurant's based up in Hastings Old Town, my favourite part of Hastings. And so yeah, I had a really nice day, so all good. So yeah, I said to Colin, you just, you know, I should never ever take things for granted again, because I just love living by the sea and walking along the beach or the promenade, and I shan't take it for granted again. And another thing I want to do, I want to go and walk in the woods. I really do. I want to go and walk in woods. So yeah, you can tell I don't talk to many people, can't you? Look at me, waffle. But I'm real. And if you're a new viewer, this podcast is mostly unedited, because I truly believe that what you should see what you get what you see, if you see what I mean. Because, you know, how do podcasters' personalities come across if it's too heavily edited? Yeah, look at me, I'm already being a dingbat, am I? Right, so that's that. So another thing is, I had too many things on the go, and it was completely overwhelming me. I'm like going, oh, what should I work on? So I thought, right, get yourself back on track, get your podcasting going back to normal, add an extra podcast each week, do all the Ravelry stuff, do all the Instagram stuff, and start fresh a little bit. So that's what I've done. So a lot of my whips I've put to one side, so they are going to get done, but I'm going to take, you know, spend more time on 2 to 3 projects, and then when something's finished, bring one of the whips in. But so saying that, I have started afresh a little bit, and so I've started 2 new things. So the first one is, it's not really much to show, but I'm making something I've never made before, and I'm making a crocheted wreath. So it's not, like I said, not much to show, and what I have done so far is pinned on. So this is where we are at the moment, and this bit was the most boring piece of crochet I have ever worked on, because it's all single crochets, or double crochet UK terms, and it just took forever and ever to grow. So, and I thought, well, I'm not sewing it together, so I just slip stitched it. It was just so much easier to do that, and yeah, it was a pain. I just use oh, you know, those plastic what do you call them, what's those plastic things called, cold crochet things?
Stitch markers?
Stitch markers, yeah, the plastic ones that just ping out. So I just use them, thank you, to hold the whole thing together while I slip stitched it. So yeah, so I'm just pinning on at the moment, so hence all the tails, because I thought, you know, pin it all in place till I'm happy with where everything is going to go. Yeah, so look, that's why it looks a bit raggedy at the moment. So I was going to call it an autumn wreath, but I see I love anything to do with the woodland creatures, trees, absolutely. I just love it. I just love it. And I thought, well, no, because I'd like to keep it up all year round. So I thought, right, I'm going to call it my woodland wreath. So yeah, so it's going to have some little, either 1 or 2 little woodland creatures on there, and some toadstools. So what I do, I won't get it all out, so like stuffing in there, because I needed that for the toadstool. So I have got like what is it, like little toadstools. I've just got to put the white things on. Can you just pass me my hedgehog, Carl, please?
Yeah.
There.
Oh, it's hiding behind a carrying case there.
And this, I don't know if I used this one. This is one I did make when I used to subscribe to a crochet magazine. It was one of the kits, and I'll tell you what, it was a pain in the backside to do, especially that bit. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to put him on. Oh, right way round. Put him on, or make 2 complete new ones but slightly smaller. So yeah, or I might put something else. I might make some little mice or something to put on it. So
A gnome.
No, I'm not putting a name on it, Colin. It's like my partner, he's absolutely obsessed by bleeding gnomes. And can't you tell? I'm not. Right, so that's that. So I have started a new jumper. So I did make a boxy by Hokey Lokey Telly, and it doesn't fit because I have put on so much weight. By the time I finished it, it just did not fit. So it kind of does fit, but I've not really got the positive ease there, so it's like really tight. So I thought, right, I'll just make a cheapo. So I just went on to Wool Warehouse and I picked this pattern. Not in that colour though, because I don't like that colour. It's in Aran and it's raglan sleeve. Yay, less sewing. So I picked this colour, and it's done in King Kong. Do you know how many times on this flipping podcast do I say King Kong? King Cole Fashion Aran combo. So it is 30% wool and 70% premium acrylic, and this colour is called A Hint of Green. I don't know if that's going to show up Looks a lot nicer, I think, than, it's a lot sort of light, there, I've got it there, I think. A lot lighter, and it's really, really nice. So I've nearly finished the back. And it's quite a quick knit, actually. So, I don't know if you can see that. Looks skinny mini, don't it? But it isn't, because it's all, what you call it, rolling around. So, trying to, so it don't get too shadowy, because actually it's getting quite dark out, so I think the camera's picking that up, okay. So yeah, so it's a easy cable pattern, just central. I think that's picking up okay. Just central, and it's got a slip stitch in the centre there, and it feels really, really nice. So yeah, I like that. So it's just on the number 5. So I like using circulars now. I don't really like using straight needles anymore. I only use them when I haven't got any needles and I'm too impatient to wait till these come, sort of thing. So yeah, really, really pleased. So mother-in-law likes it so much she went and purchased the same pattern to make one for herself. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. And that's living in my lovely bag from, I still haven't taken the tickets off, Clara Rose Crafts. Love this bag, all little bees. But yeah, that's in that one. And the other thing, it's a matching little bag. It's supposed to be like a little tote, I don't know, but I use it for socks, so it's really good. I should have put this on the thing and I haven't. I finished my sock, which is, this one isn't vanilla. Well, I finished one sock. These should have been finished a long time ago, but they're not. Well, this one is, obviously. So, yeah. So this is a cable sock. I think that's picking up all right. And the yarn is by Rosie's Moments. I got it in one of her monthly boxes. It was an Outlander themed box. So, yeah. I can't even remember what she called the yarn now. But yeah, it is a, I think it's the standard merino sock anyway. Was that, I don't know if that's 75-25 or 85-15, one or the other. So yeah, I like it, but it's a lot prettier than, I think the camera's picking it up. So yeah, just everything's standard apart from obviously the cabling. If I take this back off, I'll stick my hand in and accentuate the cable. Is that picking up okay? I think so. Sorry, so I've got trouble with shadows here. So what I did is I went up a size, because normally I would cast on 64, but I did 68, because obviously cables pull things a little bit tighter. So hang on, I'll just have a sip of tea, it's nearly cold. I have started the second one, not much on there. So there's that. I have got a reindeer, what you call it, stitch marker. Because do you know what? I just don't know where all my stitch markers go. I think I lose them down the sides of the bed when I'm crafting in the bed, or down the settees. I don't know. Definitely need to get some more, I think. If I was clever enough, I'd make some myself, but like I've got the time to do that with everything else I do. Right, so the last object I'm going to show you is Colin's blanket. Oh, So it's ginormous because he's like really tall. So he asked for a blanket he could call his own. So I think the last time I showed you, I've got a stick thingamajiggy on it somewhere. Oh, there. So it's right down there. So as you can see, so if I go top to bottom, so I'm on bobble stitches there. So that blue, light blue colour, well, I think it's supposed to be blue, but that represents the middle of the blanket. So that line is actually the middle. So I just tried to do, these are all colours he picked himself. So I've gone in with like doing the bubbles, and then we go into rows of 4 twice, and then up to the doing rows in 2s. So basically this side of the blanket will mirror the first side, so hence popcorn, and then going backwards to mirror. So yeah, I'm enjoying it, but I'm getting bored with it. It's one I quite often I'll do in the bedroom now at night time of an evening if I'm watching telly, and I just put the laptop tray on the bed and stick the laptop on there and watch something. Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna show you. I think that's everything. Yeah, for this episode, so like I said, because I can show you some more stuff hopefully next time. So my aim for the weekly podcast should be a Friday. I'm hoping to get it up on a Friday. If not, it will definitely be a Saturday. So to make sure it goes up Friday, I'm going to record it Thursday to go up Friday. So yeah. So I just want to thank all my subscribers for sticking with me, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome. Welcome, yeah. Welcome, and if you're just watching, please subscribe, because it would mean so much to me. And yeah, so you can find me as Lady Drummer on Ravelry, Yarn Tales by the Sea on Instagram, and if you need to contact me at all, you can email me at yarntales.bythesea@gmail.com. So I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's it. A little bit rushed, I know, but I just wanted to get it done so I can get it up. So all information will be down below. So bye bye for now. Take care and stay safe. Stay safe. Bye.